In this video, you'll see that there is much more to purchase at the thrift stores than just clothing. I have several pieces in my home, beautiful pieces, pieces that serve a real purpose in my home that I have purchased throughout a variety of thrift stores in New York City. I am going to start with the pieces that I can fit into this shot, the pieces that I can actually hold up, because there are larger pieces like my bureau, my mirrors, my nightstand that I can't quite hold up or fit into this shot, and so I'm going to start with these smaller items. First up is this glass wine canter. I bought this at the Texas Goodwill. I was in Texas a few months ago and I purchased this there. It is really heavy. I Googled it actually and I found one that looks identical to this one. And if it's the same one, then this thing is really expensive. I purchased it for maybe $5 at the Goodwill in Texas. And at first I used it for wine, but I stopped because of the mouth. It doesn't pour out neatly, and so I can't really use it. If it's not going to be practical, then I'm not going to be able to use it. And so it turns out that it's just going to be something beautiful to behold in my home. While in Texas, I also purchased some wine glasses. This is a really large, heavy one. This one is my husband's favorite, actually. I think that he likes the way it fits in his hand because this one here is my favorite, and it has become my favorite because of how pretty it is and how perfectly it fits in my hand. So, so these are just wine glasses. I use them for wine, but I also have this little baby that I use for wine and that I use if I want to have a strong drink. I'll make a tiny version of that drink and I'll enjoy it with this gorgeous amber glass. I'm not quite sure if this is for ice cream or what it was meant to be, but as I've stated many times, when you purchase something, it's yours and you can do what you please with it. I love this color so much. Honestly, I would love to find color like blues and greens and even more amber wine glasses. I would love a collection of just stained colored glass wine glasses. It would be the most beautiful thing to behold. I would totally appreciate it for its beauty. Anyhow, so this is a purchase that I made at St. Cecilia's thrift shop in 101st Street and 3rd Avenue here in Harlem. That is one of my favorite thrift shops. My boy works there, Juanito, and they have great quality furniture at great prices and they deliver. So it's just an excellent shop altogether. This is another wine glass that I purchased at the Goodwill, I believe. I like, as you can tell, they're all different. I love to get like one or two of each. I just love the way they look next to each other. Different type of wine glasses next to each other. It looks very interesting. Next up is this glass circular block. When I first purchased this a while ago at the Goodwill in Harlem, I used to keep my everyday jewelry on top of it. Now I use it as a stand for my pink skull, my pink glass skull that I keep in my living room windowsill. My windowsills have a great space, all of them do, even the one in the bathroom, and so I can keep really pretty things by the window. I like to keep candles and plants and my skulls by the window. The block gives the pink glass skull a more expensive look, in my opinion. That pink glass skull was something that I purchased at Duane Reade. After the holiday, the holiday section is always on sale, like 75% off. So I purchased two glass skulls. I purchased the clear one and the pink one for like $1 each. So that's actually a really nice tip. The drugstores, Duane Reade is a drugstore here in New York. So the drugstores, their Halloween or their holiday section, the day after, everything is like super duper cheap. So check it out. There may be things there that you think you won't need, but you got to give things a try because you never know what you might find. I found that glass skull. I think that was a candle holder or something like that. I've never once put a candle in there. I put like little cute things in there. It doesn't even have to hold anything on its own. It's a beautiful piece to have in your home. So lastly, in our glass category is this glass apple. I purchased at the Goodwill for about 50 cents a few years ago. I like to keep it on top of a pile of books in my living room next to my ponytail. I cut my ponytail off a few months ago and I kept the ponytail. I like the way the apple looks next to it atop the books. So we all know that they call New York the Big Apple, and that's why I bought this. That is the only reason I bought this thing. As a New Yorker, I identify with the apple, of course, and if I ever leave New York, it would be a nice reminder of home. So next up is this gorgeous dragon that I purchased at the Unique Boutique thrift shop in 94th Street and 3rd Avenue in Manhattan. It was a few years ago. I purchased it because of my love of Game of Thrones. This dragon actually had a pair, like a brother or a sister, and I separated the two because I hate to be greedy. So I wanted to get the two, and then I talked myself out of it because I tell myself time and time again, you will not be greedy. You will not be greedy. It's like just something that I really, really don't mess around with. Anyhow, so yeah, it's beautiful. It has purple, blue accents. It has a gorgeous stone in between the eyes, which gives it a royal look. I keep this one by my books also in my living room next to my little brother's G.I. Joe. So that is it for small things that fit in this shot. Now we're going to move on to the bigger items. I'm going to start with my mannequin. So I got a mannequin because of my thrift style videos. At first, I wanted to really show detail, and the only way I can do that, because I am a team of one, I do my filming and my editing and all that. The only way I can show really good detail is to get up close. The only way I can get up close is by having someone else model the clothing. I don't have anyone else to do that, so I use a mannequin. I rushed over to St. Cecilia's thrift shop, which is my favorite thrift shop. So I purchased the mannequin at a great price, of course, and I painted it. It was white. I wanted it to look like me. I wanted it to be olive like me. I couldn't find olive paint. I was pressed for time, and so I picked up nutmeg. Nutmeg is a beautiful shade. I was very happy with it. So let me know if you guys actually love what you prefer. Like, let me know if you prefer the mannequin or me. I would prefer to use the mannequin for blouses and dresses because that way I could really show you detail. I can't do it for pants because the mannequin doesn't have legs, and so I need to fill the pants to show you how the pants actually look. But let me know. I have 2 videos where I use the mannequin, and I never got any feedback on the mannequin, so I would love to know if you prefer the mannequin or not. Simple as that. Yeah, so if I'm not using a mannequin, it looks gorgeous in my living room wearing my little dress. It's just an interesting piece to have. If I ever go away on vacation, I'm going to slide it toward my window, like Home Alone style, so people could think I'm home and not like, you know, I always get scared when I go on vacation. I'm always scared to leave my apartment alone. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm going to do that. I'm going to slide it on over to the window so people would think there's a party in here. So next up is a branch lamp. And I purchased it at the Goodwill for about $9 a few months ago. It is definitely DIY. Like, someone grabbed a branch, grabbed some wire, and made a lamp out of it. It's heavy as hell. It's gorgeous. It's good quality, and it's actually functioning. I can turn it on and it works. I don't usually turn it on. I just keep it at the corner of my bedroom for its aesthetic. It's very minimal because it's a wooden natural texture, but it's also gorgeous and interesting because it is literally a branch lamp. Keeping in with wood, my now nightstand. It used to be my shoe rack, it used to be a book rack, and now it's a nightstand. So you know how it is. You buy something, you do with it as you please, you give it new life over and over. You get your money's worth and more than that even. So my husband and I tagged up all over it. I really love the look of tagged up furniture. I had a vanity that I gave to my niece, and I wrote my favorite love song verses all over it, and it looked so cool, and I gave it to her. I don't know if they painted it or not, but yeah. So the nightstand is cool. I just put anything random that I need throughout the night, like my Tiger Balm or water, you know, like it just holds very random things. On top of it, I have a wooden shelf that I also got at the Goodwill at a great price. I used to keep it in my kitchen for my spices, but I moved it out of there and put it on top of the nightstand, and it looks really cool and interesting together. It looks careless, but in a cool way. So I really appreciate the look of the 2 pieces in my bedroom. So next up is my bureau. I purchased this bureau at St. Cecilia's thrift shop. It was so impressive because it is so heavy. It is such good wood. When I opened up the dresser drawer, I knew that it was mine because that's my test of how cheap something is, how cheap a bureau is. I open up the drawer. You can tell immediately if the wood is cheap, if the wood is going to be trash in a month. So it was great quality. It's very old. You can tell it's very like vintage. So it doesn't look modern at all, but I appreciate it because of that. It just takes me back. It looks like furniture I had in my home growing up. So on top of my bureau, there is a glass tray, and it's so beautiful. It adds such a ladylike look to my room. My grandmother had this, my mother had this, your grandmother, your mother most likely, everybody's grandmother, everybody's mother. It is such a beautiful little thing to have in your bedroom. To me, it's like tradition. So I find tradition to be very warm, and so I peeped it. I had to have it. I picked it up, wiped it down, put all my beautiful perfumes on it, and some of my little personalized jewelry, and it just looks gorgeous in my room. It makes me feel like a lady. It makes my room look prettier. My room doesn't have a lot going on, and that's on purpose. I don't like a lot going on. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I need my apartment to not annoy me. I live here. I'm here every day of my life. I can't be annoyed by it. So that's why I don't have a lot of loud things in my home. I need to be able to live in it comfortably. And the only way I can do that is if I keep it minimal. So last up are my wall mirrors. I recently purchased a few from Cecilia's and the Goodwill. So I'm a painter. I usually keep my paintings on my walls, but from time to time I get in a mood and I bring them all down, and I usually keep my walls blank, keep them white. But I thought that a mirror, 3 different mirrors, I thought it would be cool. Firstly, because they're different colors, different sizes, and then I also imagined that it would give me a brighter, bigger look to my space, and it actually does deliver. The mirrors work as an illusion. They make my space look bigger, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everything that gives me room. I need room in my life. I need elbow space. I need to feel like I am free, and space is a big part of that. So I got these cool little mirrors, and they look so pretty above my couch. They make my living room, like I said, look brighter and bigger, and I can't be more appreciative. So that's it for my first ever home thrift haul video. I hope you found some inspiration. I hope you found some ideas. If you're ever in New York City, I'm gonna link the 3 shops below. Those are my favorite 3 shops, the ones that I hit up on a very regular basis. Check them out. You won't regret it, especially St. Cecilia's, because I'm telling you, the service and the quality of the furniture and the prices are unmatched. Anyhow, thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you know when I upload a video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.